The LA Chargers got away with a victory last week. Thanksgiving weekend. I'm thankful for another win. Chargers moved to 8-4. We go to Kansas City to now play the division-leading Kansas City Chiefs, who are what? They're 11-1. Yeah, 11-1. The last 2 weeks really makes it seem like they should be 9-3. Third time's the charm. LA Chargers, let's get that victory. If you're with us today, thank you so much. Welcome back to another episode of the BuiBros Football Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Quinn Bowie, and of course, cheer for the LA Chargers. Across from me, my brother Brandon.
And I cheer for the Minnesota Vikings. Boo, boo, boo. On today's episode, like Quinn mentioned, Week 14, big divisional matchup, Chargers versus the Chiefs at Arrowhead. In Arrowhead at Jihad Stadium, I should say. It's a big one.
Yeah, Brandon.
Just
that's
a big
what
one.
You should have said. Big game, absolutely. Second matchup in our divisional series. Both teams coming off of a win. Momentum riding. Now, both offenses are struggling, which is tough. Feel like you've got some circles, some gears.
I'm wondering, are the Chiefs, do they clinch the division if they win? I'm wondering that right now.
Well, we are second.
So if they beat you, then you don't really have a
14,
chance to
15,
catch them. Right?
16, 17, 18. There are 5 weeks left. We have had our bye. The Chiefs have had their bye.
Yeah, this is last week of buys, I think.
Right. Last week of buys right now. Bye-mageddon. Oh, goodness. Of course. Fantasy football regular season finale. So, yes, if they win, they go to 12 wins. We are at 8. They have the head-to-head both games on us. Even if we won out and
You'd
they
have
lost
tied
out.
record. If they lost out, you win, and then they have the division, so they beat you guys, I think.
Yeah. So if they win, they clinch the division.
That's a big game for them then.
Ooh, we cannot let that happen. We cannot let that happen.
Like,
The
they
Raiders
likely win, but not against you. You know what I mean?
Not against us.
Yeah.
Okay? If we win, and even going forward, like, we could, there's still chance that they might not take the division.
There's still a shot.
Still a shot.
Actually,
So
it's a much bigger chance if you beat them, because you guys are 3 games back right now. You'll be 2 games back, right?
Yes. So then it's gonna go to like divisional record, conference record, as you were talking
but
about.
it'll get a lot tighter. Like, you guys have a legitimate chance at winning the division if you win this game. So this is actually a really, really big game standings wise.
We have a bigger chance at winning the division. I'm not going to say
a much bigger and better chance. Yes.
Oh yes, because it goes from 0 to a chance. 8-4, 11-1. As I said, the Chiefs though almost lost to the Panthers 2 weeks ago. Almost lost to the Faders. Faders, I cheered for you.
And it was sad. That's what happens. You cheer for the Chargers and it's sad.
No. I cheered for the Faders. There's another one cheering for the Chargers.
Raiders,
Come on, Brandon. What do you? Oh my goodness.
Oops.
We'll talk on Sunday. We come off win from the Falcons after losing to the Ravens. Our defense still best in the league when it comes to points allowed. Their offense not really scoring too many points. 19-7. They were 23 points the week before, maybe 26. But PFF puts us at we're 4-point dogs. Okay. This matchup in Arrowhead, or whatever the heck he just said before, could be a cold one. And guess what? Sunny LA team Chargers, could they have some issues like, for example, the Miami Dolphins had with the Green Bay Packers last week? No. Jim Harbaugh, Michigan man. knows how to play in the cold. He's going to have the boys ready. Like I said, we needed the momentum with that last game in order to compete with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think we've got it. I truly do. And yes, this might be a biased hope. And yes, I might be, looking at the stars when aligning, or hopefully hoping that they align with this third time's a charm thing. Close loss, close loss. Well, oh sorry, close win, close loss. LA Chargers right now, we are healthy for the most part on offense. Yes, we do not have J.K. Dobbins. That hurt us last week with our rushing game. Gus Edwards comes into play. That's okay. Kimani Vidal, same kind of thing. Didn't really see too much of Hassan Haskins. So the running game all of a sudden is a little bit lesser. We weren't top of the league by any means in rushing before, but now we're below average here. That's going to be tough going against the Chiefs. That's going to be tough. A passing game. Also, not really doing too much here. We have Vlad McConkey, who absolutely put up a show last week, and that's fantastic, and I hope that he can continue. But if fans know this, the Chiefs sure as hell know this. Andy Reid sure as hell knows this. Steve Spagnuolo sure as hell knows this. Okay, their running game is weak. Okay, their passing game is pretty weak, all but Vlad McConkey. Yes, Justin Herbert can only do so much, but this defense can finally maybe get back into form because they've been letting lesser offenses score. And that's really the hope. That's really the hope. Panthers offense, Raiders offense, divisional game. That's why. That's why maybe our offense can score a few more points, I'll say. But it really gets into the defense, and that's where we could potentially thrive against their offense. Travis Kelce, a little bit of a late season surge here. Noah Gray, tight end 2, is also last couple of games really getting open, learning from Travis Kelce. Not good. As a Chargers fan, I don't need it. I don't need Noah Gray to be the next thing here, especially when number one, who is their receiver that they picked who started off hot, and Xavier
Worthy.
I was gonna say McKinney, but that's Packers safety. Like hit and miss. Juju Smith-Schuster, hit and miss. D-Hop. Yeesh. D-Hop had a great game a few weeks ago. Kind of came back down to earth. Average, above average performances. I don't know. Oh, and then Isaiah Pacheco. Coming back last week. Didn't really have too much. I think he had 7 for 45 or so yards, which is fine, but maybe that was just them easing him back in and Kareem Hunt getting phased out. Oh, Brandon. I need more of the picks. Mahomes is not going to throw 4 picks. We don't have that this season, or this game, excuse me. Do we have 1? Do we have 2? Do we have 2 picks in there?
He's got 11 on the year. That's more than my boy Sammy D, dude. And that's Sam Darnold. Like, I actually saw a comparison. Sam Darnold has like almost identical stats to Mahomes this year, in like all major categories. So you're not playing against the god that once was Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like,
you are playing against the demigod.
He's great in the team, and they all work together so nicely. Right. But he's not unbeatable these days, and he's not making the best decisions. He underthrows the receivers so often, and it's just, I don't know. So
Yeah, and I want to know, like, is that more on him? Is that more on the receivers?
You don't know.
Um, I
I'd
don't.
probably cut him some slack and say it's on the receivers, but just because he's Mahomes,
Exactly.
but still, like, he's not unbeatable, and this is when you do it. It's there, It's outside. It's probably going to be cold. I don't know. Looked up the weather, but I can't tell if it's Fahrenheit or Celsius, and that makes a huge difference. So,
Yeah.
I can't really tell what the weather's going to be, but yeah, it should be good.
Yeah. I I want to believe in the Chargers so much more this week. And what I mean by that, yeah, absolutely do I have the utmost belief in the Chargers, but when it comes to like scoring and the offensive output to really dominate over the Chiefs, I don't see that. I mean, we know Spagnuolo, great defensive coordinator. I really need him to get a head coaching job somewhere in the NFC. That would be great. Andy Reid, obvious offensive mastermind. He has been 10 seasons, 10 plus wins. How crazy is that?
Dude,
And then you've
he's
got,
he's now
go
the
ahead.
most winningest. Oh no, he's made the playoffs 20 times, which beat out Bill and another coach that I should know his name at 19 times. They were all tied at 19. I think he's
Really?
made the playoffs the most at any coach ever.
Landry?
No, it wasn't Tom Landry.
No.
I don't remember
Okay.
who it was.
Anyway, yeah, like, and then you add on Mahomes, 3 time Super Bowl champ, 2-time MVP. Like he is right now the best QB in the league, and when you have the best QB in the league, you have a shot. When you have the best QB in the league paired with right now the best coach in the league, even better. And then you have a strong defensive coordinator. You've got Chris Jones on that defensive line, absolutely wrecking havoc. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a slugfest. Jim Harbaugh pulls it off, though. Oh my goodness.
I think
Um,
I think Dobbins, it was a huge hit for your guys' team.
it was.
I think it was a
It,
huge hit. The run game just didn't feel the same. We'll see how they adjust. They've seen it. They can adjust. They can figure it out. But yeah, no Dobbins feels rough, especially for a Jim Harbaugh offense. A Greg Roman offense. They need that guy. And, like you said earlier, the Gus Edwards just doesn't feel like the guy. But
our offense is much more one-dimensional now. It really is.
yeah, and
And
Herbert being the one dimension is amazing. But
yes,
his receivers aren't living up to it too. You know what I mean? So it's a
yes,
little
that
tough.
too. You're saying so many things that are right now. You're saying so many things except for Ladidi,
Yeah.
McConkey. Um,
Receivers, you know what I mean? There's
yeah,
one
yeah,
receiver
like
that's great, but
Q, Q, Josh Palmer, DJ Chark, do. You got to be better than the others. Yeah, this game, Arrowhead, divisional matchup, close. What do I have this game at? It's gonna be a 20-17 game for the LA Chargers.
ooh,
Mahomes is going to get the ball back with enough time to drive the field. But our defense, number one scoring defense in the league, shows up again. Not an interception to win, but a 4th down stop. That's what I have at 20-17 for the LA Chargers to then go up to 9-4 on the season and just show everybody that Jim Harbaugh is him. We believe in Harbaugh. We trust in Harbaugh. And he turned the Chargers around. No more charging in less than a year. Let's get it. Sunday Night Football. Also, 4th out of 5 weeks in prime time
so
with
sick.
Netflix.
So sick. I love it. Yeah.
What do you think? What's your prediction here?
Okay, right. Okay. Well, let's keep it real.
Let's keep it real. Keep it real. Christmas time, family love, support.
There's no family life. There's no support. What are you talking? There's no. I said keep it real. We're keeping it real, Quinn. I can't I'm trying to get a prediction correct. Okay? I'm saying it's 24-10.
For the Chargers!
For the Chiefs. That's what they do. The tomahawk chop, dude. That's what they do. That's the Chiefs thing.
Can't even right now. Not only
this is the realistic pick. Everyone, no, say your thing, dude. You agree? Say your thing, and watch. They all agree.
And then they're gonna lose, but then you throw a tomahawk chop up there too. I don't even know you anymore, Brandon. I don't even know you. Okay, I'm a
bandwagoner, dude.
Episode. I can't wait. All right, Chargers win. Are you with me? Let me know in the comments. Are you with Brandon? Let him know in the comments.
I'm a bandwagoner, man. 3-peat.
Look at me.
I know, I'm doing it over here.
Him. Okay.
This is weird. I don't know.
Thank you so much for joining us. Another episode, BuiBros Football Podcast. Quinn Bowie, Brandon, send us off.
Skol Bolts.
Skol Bolts.
There you go. Okay. Go Chargers. Hope I'm wrong. Peace.